with us coming up. So it's a good time to learn this dance. So biodiversity, celebration of biodiversity, variety of life, and human diversity, because we're all in this together like an ecosystem. And when we're in balance, we're way more powerful as a group. So Bioblitz dance is a celebration of those two things. So what we're going to do is I'm going to explain, both of us are going to explain how to do the dance, the 4 moves, okay? And we're going to show them to you. And then we're going to do the whole dance together, facing you. And then we're going to turn around, and you guys are going to get up, and you're going to do the Bioblitz dance with us. You're going to follow along. Bioblitz dance has one rule. What's that rule?
You must do it outside.
You have to do the Bioblitz dance outside unless you're practicing. So right now, you can do it indoors, but if you videotape it and upload it to YouTube and title it Bioblitz Dance, which I really hope you do, the video has to be taken outdoors, okay? You can use the music from our YouTube channel, North Coast Redwood District, because it will be up there.
We are now live on Facebook.
Hey, what's up, Facebook? Thanks for joining us. I'm Griff. This is Humboldt Redwood State Parks, and this is...
And I am Erica.
And we're going to teach you the Bioblitz dance. Now, the Bioblitz dance is, you're not the first ones that have learned how to do this. Like, you're going to learn it right now. You're not the first ones. I invented it in 2014, and it went viral. I invented it for National Geographic. People have done Bioblitz dances all around the world. Romania, Africa, Samoa, New Zealand. They've all done the Bioblitz dance and uploaded it to YouTube. So after you learn this, you can go outside and you can do your own Bioblitz dance and upload it to YouTube. Make sure you title it Bioblitz dance. Bioblitz dance has one rule. What's that rule, Erica?
You must do it outside.
You must do it outside, but you can practice it indoors today. But when you do your video and title it Bioblitz dance and upload it to YouTube, make sure that it's done outdoors. So the Bioblitz dance has 4 moves, and they're all based on animals, because the Bioblitz dance is a celebration of biodiversity, variety of life, and human diversity, because we're all in this together and working together like an ecosystem in balance. We can get so much more done for the environment, for each other. Okay? So the first move, we ready for the first move?
Heck yeah,
We're ready for the first move. You ready for the first move? It's the black bear move. So the black bear lives right here in Humboldt Redwood State Park. They have, oh, we have a technical question?
That's okay. You're good.
Okay.
That's me.
So the black bear is a herbivore, but 95% of its diet is plants, okay? Berries, roots, you know, things like that. And then it eats these berries, and wherever it goes food, there's a bunch of seeds in it, and that's how berry plants spread. So bears are a really important part of the ecosystem, okay? But they also like your food. So when you're camping here in Humboldt Redwood State Park, we ask that you use our bear lockers. We ask that you clean up your food and trash, because if a bear comes around and they know that they're going to get food here, they get what's called habituated. And habituated bears means they're not afraid of humans. When they're not afraid of humans, it goes bad really fast. You don't want wildlife to become unafraid of humans, because there's a saying, a fed bear is a dead bear. Once a bear comes around people and people get scared, that bear usually gets shot. So help us keep our seed spreaders in our forest, and don't let the bears get your food, okay? So bears can't communicate via telephone and internet like we can, so they have a different way of communicating. They have lots of different ways. But one of the ways is by scratching their smell up against a tree. Sometimes they just got an itch, but it's a good way to communicate. That's the first move of the Bioblitz dance, is the black bear. And it goes like this. So you're gonna just imagine rubbing your back against a tree, okay? And it goes 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Turn your head in the direction you're going. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. And that's the black bear. The second move, oh, we got a little dancer over there. The second move is the turkey vulture. Turkey vultures are one of my favorite birds. A lot of people don't like them because they got a bald head and they don't make any pretty calls. But I like them because I've always kind of stuck up for the underdog, and the turkey vultures are kind of like the underdog of the bird world, okay? A lot of people think they're gross, and they are gross. They're gross in a cool way. In fact, to cool themselves off when they're really hot, they pee-oop on their legs to cool down. The reason why I say pee-oop is because birds don't pee. If you ever look at bird poop and it's like white and dark, the white part is uric acid, and that's actually the pee. Can you imagine if birds peed and they'd be flying over? It'd be awful. You wouldn't know if it was raining, you wouldn't know what you were getting into. But they pee. And so the turkey vulture poops in its legs to keep cool. And then if something tries to run up and grab it while it's eating dead things, the turkey vultures only eat dead things. They don't kill anything, okay? if something runs up on it as a defense mechanism, it throws up, and it's throwing up dead stuff, which is really nice. Okay, so it's an effective way of protecting yourself. Turkey vultures are an important part of our ecosystem because their stomach acids are so strong they can neutralize even the toughest diseases like rabies. And in India, where they accidentally poisoned all of their vultures or most of their vultures, rabies took over and hundreds of thousands of people got rabies. I think thousands, hundreds of people got rabies. That's a horrible disease. You don't bounce back. Okay, so the turkey vultures glide around, and you can often see them from Humboldt Redwood State Park. And the dance goes like this: you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and we'll do that 8 times. Just remember, turkey vultures are very cool. If you see them like this in the morning, that's not scary. They're just warming up and doing stretches in the mornings. What's our next dance move?
So our next move is the ground squirrel. So the ground squirrel is super vigilant. A lot of energy, so you gotta like have that little pep in your step. So why are ground squirrels important? Well, I'm sure there's a lot of reasons, but one of the biggest reasons is they're a really abundant food source for a lot of important predators like hawks, coyotes, and even rattlesnakes. In fact, they've actually had this evolutionary arms race with rattlesnakes, and they've evolved to kind of repel and like resist some of the rattlesnakes' attacks. So how they do this is adult ground squirrels actually have a protein in their blood that neutralizes rattlesnake venom. Unfortunately, the young ones, they don't have this yet. So in the meantime, what the adult ground squirrel will do is they'll actually eat some of the rattlesnake shedding, and then they'll like lick their little, like, yeah, actually they don't lick themselves. They lick their young. So they're licking their young. And then so by doing this, they actually like give that scent to their babies so that they don't get predated upon. Also, they can also what's the other thing that they do?
Break down the shedding.
Yes, they bring the shedding down, and even just by rubbing it on their young, they actually create the same kind of effect. So what's something that we can all do to like help this population is stop using rodenticide.
Stop it.
Just stop. You don't need to. There's like so many other like safer alternatives. And if you want to learn about these alternatives, where do we go, Griff?
Raptors are the solution.org. They have a bunch of different alternatives to rat poison that you could use that doesn't go through the environment and kill hawks and foxes and coyotes and rattlesnakes.
Yeah, because we don't want this like to spread up the food chain. It's a big no-no. Okay, so I'm going to show you the dance move now. So you ready? You're going to have a lot of energy? All right, so then you're going to go like, up, 1, 2, and then you're going to go right. 1, 2, 1, 2. You're going all around looking for predators like, don't eat me. And you do that 8 times. So that's how you do the ground squirrel. So now we have our last and final move, which is, that's right, it's the mountain lion. So why is the mountain lion important? Well, mountain lions are actually one of our last remaining top predators in California. Unfortunately, we don't have the grizzly bear, which we drove extinct a while ago, and we only have one wolf pack, which in hopes it will spread and it'll become more, but we don't have any of these top predators aside from the mountain lion and other food. So what is something that have been like threatening this species is actually like habitat fragmentation. And so what these species need to do, since they're really big, they actually cover a lot more ground. So they rely on like moving to place, but what happens is we created a lot of roadways, highways, and all of these like navigational systems for humans, but they're not really good navigational systems for wildlife. So a lot of the times they end up getting hit by cars and then, they die. So we've actually been super inspired by some of the efforts that are happening in LA, and they're actually building a wildlife crossing for these sorts of animals so that they can move and navigate. So I'm gonna show you this last dance, and it's the mountain lion. So get your little paws up, fix your nails, like get your little manicure done. I don't know, it's COVID, you might not be able to, but anyway, so you get your little paws up, and then you're gonna do the little stanky legs. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and you're gonna do this 8 times. All right, so I think you guys got it.
I think they do too.
And if not, you can just rewind, So we're going to show you the dance, and then we're going to turn around, and then you guys can follow with us. So you can practice at home, but remember that you have to
do the recording outdoors. You
Yeah,
have to do the Bioblitz
you
stance
have to
outdoors.
do it outside. So right now we're gonna do it for you. So make sure you pay attention.
When the music comes on, you can use that, before we start the moves. We're going to use that to stretch. We're going to use that to point to birds, and you'll see why. I think they're ready. I think they got you. You turn up a little bit. All right. You do your warm up this part.
Ready.
Bird. Now the turkey vulture. Now for the ground squirrel. No mountain lion. All right, you ready to do it again? Here we go. Get it, Kyle. Turkey vulture. Ground squirrel to the right. Out of the mountain lion. Woo!
Good job, guys. So while Griff takes a break, me too, actually. We're actually gonna turn around, and so you guys can follow along with us. So get up,
Get up,
Christy.
get up, get up. And remember, let's keep talking so I can catch my breath a little bit more. Remember, when it comes on the first beginning, you can do little warm-up moves. You can look for birds and follow along with us. There's tutorials online. So if you go to YouTube and put in Bioblitz stance tutorial, and the other ones will come up besides this one. So you have lots, you have no excuse to get this down.
All right. So.
Ready?
You ready, Griff?
All right, I'm ready.
Keep doing it together. Let's do
Okay.
this.
Maybe I should have another donut first. Nah.
Okay.
Okay, so you can stand up, follow along with the face this direction. You can copy our moves. So get up, get up, get up. No one's watching you. You gotta look to do it. Okay? Look for birds. We're gonna start off to the right. Lock there. 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That started off the right too. It's the turkey vulture. Straight forward, to the right. To the right. All right, one more time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. To the right. Okay, face forward to the ground squirrel. To the right. Get that mountain lion off.
So,
Thank you.
great. Thank you for joining us.
Do the Bioblitz dance, upload it to YouTube, title it Bioblitz dance. We'd love to see you dance outside celebrating biodiversity and human diversity. Thanks from Humboldt Redwood State Park.
Bye.